Oh, that Max. He's always getting me into trouble. We were going to go right home after the party, but now he's gone off. I've got to find him. If Mum finds out about all this, she'll kill us. Or, you know, the equivalent. Wonderful. Now, I do kind of know where he is. Follow me. Mum always warned us about drinking. It was quite sweet, actually, her concern. She used to say, touch that stuff and you'll end up a worthless, filthy old tramp, like your father. We always respected her wishes in that regard, which is actually a bit uncharacteristic for us. But Max, he just started putting it away. And all the time he's reading out incantations from the book, laughing like a maniac. He turned the trees upside down, it was raining handbags at one point, and then he summoned this huge, flaming demon who was amazing at croquet. And there were weird bits as well. I told him he should lay off, and he said if I didn't like the party, I could leave. And I said, why don't you leave? And he left. And he took the party with him. Here, I'll just get inside. So, if you just turn into a wisp, you can fly right at... Oh, sorry. Stupid of me. Here. He's in there somewhere. I'd go with you, but I think that would just upset him. Good luck.
Who needs the living? They're a bunch of... Hey! Have you come to join the party? We've got a good vibe going on here, so... Hey, what are you doing? I know what this is about. You can't make me go back. Watch this. Whee! I think you'll find this is a barrel of laughs. Ha 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 ha!
Welcome to the sanctuary. I hope everything is in order. That ensemble is sure to make all the female magic users envious.
Almost had me. Not there. Too slow.
Uh-oh! Heads up!
Too slow.
Let's see what's behind door number 1. Oh, a ghost! That's not what I expected to find in there at all.
Keep up.
You really are a party pooper, just like Mum. She never lets me do anything. It's always, cut that out, and put that down, and you'll unleash an ancient evil again. Well, I've had enough of her oppression. I've had a taste of real freedom now. And ale, by the way, which was quite nice as well. I didn't want to kill you. But if it's a choice between that and going back to Mum, you forced my hand. These are the ghosts of the people Mum warned me not to hang around with, so look out! I thought these guys would bang at the last. Why?
They really hate you now.
Fine, I never liked that bloke anyway. In fact, I'm glad you killed him. I hope you're going to pay for the mess you're causing. This is why parties should always be open house. You get more undead minions. I wish Boris was still here. He'd make mincemeat of you with that croquet mallet. This what you do for fun? Ruin people's parties? Soon you'll be one of us. Dead. All right, fine. So you bested a few ghosts. But you'll never take me back to my mum. I don't need her. I don't need anybody. I'm doing my own thing and no one's gonna stop me. fallen into another one of my traps.
When I first came in here and found this, I thought, bloody hell, it'd be great fun to lead someone in here. Well, thank you for obliging me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some pressing matters to attend to. Get the point? You certainly are sharp. I hope you enjoy big, piercing, spiky things crushing your head. Right, admittedly, that last one was rubbish.
Oh, Max! I thought I had a massive spike ceiling starting to descend into an inescapable chamber. He's gone too far this time. I mean, when we first found the book and read from it, that was just healthy, youthful curiosity. And when we summoned that load of hollow men in Bowerstone Cemetery, that was really just an innocent misunderstanding. And the banshee we raised that nearly destroyed Bloodstone, that got blown way out of proportion. But I mean, killing you like this, that crosses a line. Just look at this situation. You're trapped in a room, spikes start coming down out of the ceiling, and actually, they're moving quite fast, aren't they? They were much higher when I came in. I mean, you might only be seconds away from death and... Oh, right, sorry. There. I think that stopped them. Go on then. Right, let's go and find Max and put a stop to this.
Years of bloody piano lessons. Guess whose brilliant idea that was? Mum's! She's gonna be sorry I ever learned to play, and you'll be sorry too!
The wisps protect the book. Kill them and you can get it.
Oh, will you shut up?
What do you want to do? Go back to Mum? We've wasted our lives always doing what she said. Do you want to do the same thing with our deaths?
I guess I never thought about it that way.
Go on then. Have a drink.
Well, maybe just a teeny one.
Well, how do you feel?
I feel like Mum would never have let me do that. But what's she going to do? Kill me? I can do whatever I like. Watch this! I hope she dies soon. I'm getting tired.
Oh, come off it. All you're doing is summoning.
You ever seen anything like that?
Oh, yes, I see people using will all the time.
What are we going to do?
Oh, so I have to think of everything. Oh, I want will powers.
Doesn't raising the dead count? Wait, when she dies, will we be able to summon her?
Ooh, I hadn't thought of that. Hope so.
Can't our minions use will?
Yeah, but I think they have limited mana or something.
Your ones don't even put up a fight. Your ones are getting in their way. Not very fair.
Yeah. Cry me a river. I reckon she'll be dead soon.
Don't worry, love. Not so bad once you get used to it. Come on, summon minions. Don't let her get you.
Oh no, we're nearly out of wisps.
Don't worry, I've got a clever idea.
You moron! Now the book is unguarded.
You use some wisps as well, so it's at least half your fault. Probably more.
It never ceases to amaze me. I find something fun and interesting, and as soon as you get involved, it's ruined.
You invited me up here. You told me to take a drink.
Well, that was a mistake, wasn't it? And I realise that now, don't I?
Look, I had everything under control, then you panicked and it got me off!
Mum!
I knew I would find you two getting up to no good.
What are you doing here?
Never mind. You've been reading from that book again, haven't you? And do I smell ale?
Yes, on Max. He had rather a lot, actually.
You snitch! This is why I never want you around.
You get down off there this instant and march straight back to your graves, and you're not getting any supper!
Oh, Mum!
We're sorry, Mum. I told you we'd get in trouble.
No, you didn't.
Thank you for finding my sons, and for getting that book away from them. I don't know how they could have got their cold dead hands on it, but then I don't really want to know. I have nothing to give you, except this advice. Don't have your children buried near you, especially if they're anything like mine.
Ah, hello. I trust you are finding everything all right? That's the entire suit. Well, I hope you've got plenty of ammunition.
Stars above. That is a good Your Majesty. Monarch. Hello.
Balverines? I've killed 50 of them, with nothing but a rusty cutlass. The moon? I've been there, in a great balloon. It's amazing, and almost never rains. Spells and that, I know them all. Cuisine? Every dish ever prepared, I've eaten it. Inventions? That was me. I invented them. Oh, and I wrote this book. Not impressed? Well, you would be if you knew I was illiterate. And paralysed. And blind.
Your Majesty, welcome to our temple. I lament the forlorn state in which you find it. Before the darkness came, this room held our most sacred treasure. I had lost all hope of recovering it, for that would require journeying into the desert. We have lost so many people. Who among us would have the courage to face the sands now? Thank you. You will forgive me for not being more forthright. I am unaccustomed to asking rulers for their help. As for the matter in question, this chamber once housed the temple's sacred dyes. Our rituals cannot be completed without them. The dyes are made from rare flowers found throughout Aurora and the surrounding desert. Gathering them has always been a dangerous task, but when the darkness fell upon us, it became an impossible one. If you can find these flowers and bring them to me, I will begin making the dyes again, and perhaps our people can recover some of the faith they have lost. We will gladly share them with you, of course.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Ah! Whoa! Good dancer. Oh, a flying! I do not normally make friends with people like you. But if you can help me, I will make an exception. You will get it? Wonderful! Mighty One, greetings. I cannot wait to see it, Your Majesty. I am still waiting for that item you sent.
For Queen and Country.
That was most amusing.
He who makes a hole for his brother. You got it! I am most grateful. I am grateful. From this day, we shall be good friends. If you water your dreams with...
At your service, my queen.
Whoa! Ah, it's our mighty queen. Hello.
At your orders, ma'am.
Ah. Can you dance? Yatta-ta, yatta-doo. Ya-da-da-da-da. Do me a favour and I'll be your bleeding mate, okay? I've got this thing that needs fetching. Can you do that for me?
At your service.
We shall be fine.
Your Majesty.
Nobody got hurt walking round here.
Madam.
Yippee!
Milady, Majesty.
Yippee!
You
gave me a heart attack.
That's horrible.
No disrespect, Your Majesty.
Leave it out.
Just
Oi,
no
Your
good.
Majesty.
Give it a rest, will ya?
You're an idiot.
Well, okay. I'll let it pass.
Real class.
Ah, it's the great ruler.
Greetings, ma'am. Awaiting you.
All stand to attention for the... This hearing concerns the future of the Bowerstone Shelter and Orphanage. Page will speak for the disenfranchised people of the city. Reva will dispute her cause.
You may speak. Your Majesty, the shelter has long been the only refuge for the homeless, the poor, and the orphaned. And until we can change the whole world for the better, it will continue to be their only hope of survival. Isn't it time we held out a helping hand to those who need it most? The shelter is underfunded and the building has fallen into disrepair. Invest in the shelter and orphanage, and perhaps we can begin to create a better future for Albion's forgotten people.
I could not agree more. The city and its people are in dire need. But it is not charity they require. It is love. I propose we use this dilapidated building to help both them and ourselves, for love and money have always gone hand in hand. Let us inaugurate Bowerstone's first brothel.
A brothel?
Brothel, bordello, whorehouse. The name is unimportant. What matters is that the people get the love they need, and we get their money.
Yes, it's for your Majesty to decide.
It is time Bowerstone had its first whorehouse.
The shelter shall become a brothel.
Excellent, Your Majesty. I will see to it immediately. And I mean immediately.
This is exploitation, Your Majesty. Your people won't be pleased.
Does your heart have a sizable hole that can be filled only with love? Do your pockets jingle with leftover gold? Then Riva Industries is pleased to present the House of Requited Affection, where money really does guarantee happiness.
Today, you will deal with a pressing environmental issue: the disposal of the city's waste. Riva will offer his proposal. A member of the Morningwood community will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I'm sure you will have noticed a certain aroma permeating the city of late, even more nauseating than usual. I fear it is not merely the stench of the underprivileged. Bowerstone is beginning to have a serious waste disposal issue.
Morningwood is to be left unspoiled. We will find other ways to deal with Bowerstone's sewage problem.
The Queen has spoken. Morningwood shall not be used as a waste site. The Sanitation Committee will look into safer alternatives.
Groovy. You are like a majestuous eagle, Your Majesty. You are in touch with your inner innards. Granny Nature thanks you from, like, the bottom of her heart.
A pity. I must admit I was rather looking forward to breathing fresh air, but I'm sure Your Majesty knows best. There is nothing as important as the health and hygiene of our citizens. As such, Riva Industries is delighted to announce the opening of the Bowerstone Sewage Recycling Facility, because there can be no affluence without effluence.
The day is almost over, Your Majesty. Only one more appointment left. Page has requested a meeting in the old rebel headquarters. How very cloak and dagger. I wonder what she wants.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
We're real adventurers. So, you know our goods are good.
Milady?
I'm sure we'll have
Hello,
what you're
Your
looking for.
Majesty.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Ah! Put me down.
If you would like to have me as a true friend, then do me a little favor. There's a package I need to send to a friend of mine. Would you be so kind?
Hurrah!
That's good. And don't forget to come back and see me when you're done.
My mother used to bring me shopping here with her every Saturday.
Why not inquire about
I'm sure you'll be satisfied. I hope you enjoy it. All right, thank you. Give us a hand, and we can be pals. If the town is rich,
Must
the
be
prices
nice
go
to
up.
afford a house to
Market
rent out.
economy, I'm afraid. Or something.
Oh, we've got all sorts we have. I know the prices are high, but I'm just reflecting the times. Yay!
Yay!
Do come back now.
Happy to be of service. Always happy to buy your unwanted items.
The same.
We have the
If you
finest
spend
product
lots
in
of gold, I can
Albion.
use it to buy more supplies. So come on,
If you can't
spend
find
what
This
you
town
want.
is becoming
It's not
more
worth
exclusive
buying.
by the day.
Greetings,
so
my
don't
lady.
be shocked by the prices.
I don't know what to say.
Greetings,
My lady.
Your Majesty.
There's a gang in town.
And we did it!
Like that very well, my lady.
Can't
The
wait.
best-selling items in all of Bowerstone.
I hope I look as cool as you when I'm older. The Queen! Wow!
Oh, you...
Pokar.
Can't speak for the top...
Your Majesty.
Hello there, Your Majesty.
This ought to be
you're
good.
well.
Ah, so it's turned up at last. Great.
Good heavens, the swine's healing herself. Great happiness.
I hope it brings you
Not
great
pretty.
happiness.
Not pretty.
A real-life hero
Must
owns
be
this
nice.
place.
Look out.
Don't
Everybody
shop
needs
anywhere
to-
else. I have Bowerstone.
Come on.
Finest
Find the
items.
time to do
No
so
better
much
shopping
good,
in
Your
all
Majesty.
Bowerstone.
At your order.
Good work. That seals it then. We're going to be the best of friends, you and I.
Cheers. That's great.
Greetings, my lady. Don't be a stranger.
You're making... Enjoy. Enjoy. I hope it brings you great...
He seems particularly cheerful today, I think.
I'm not going to drink the money. I'm not stupid. I'm going to spend
Can
it
I
on
be of
her
service, my
and
lady?
drink
Great
that.
ruler.
Hello. Yippee!
You are very charitable.
Nice to see you.
Thank you so much.
I'm not working in any brothel, let me tell you that. Oh, that ain't half bad.
Hey, that kid's got some talent.
Yeah!
Wow! Can't believe it's you!
Greetings, my lady.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Looking absolutely
Thank
smashing
you.
today, Your Majesty. Yay!
Thank you. Just what I wanted.
Hooray!
Oh dear.
Oh, boy! Oh, gorgeous! Ah, oh. Oh. It's not every day a queen walks into the rebel headquarters. You've changed the world since we last stood here.
You had a lot to do with it, Paige.
But we still haven't changed things enough. Without Logan's troops, crime is becoming a serious problem. There's one man in particular, Nigel Ferret. He's making this city his own. Every criminal in Bowerstone reports to him now. He's too powerful for me to deal with, and he's not easy to find. But I know how you can get to him. Good. Kid went undercover with a gang of robbers and found out their plans. They're going to strike the tavern in Bowerstone Market. If you get there in time, you can stop the raid. And at least one of those thugs must know where Ferret is holed up.
An address from Logan, your king. You are citizens of Albion. Its noble soil runs through your veins. Its long history is your own history. But this kingdom does not exist to support you or to feed you. It is not a fruit to be picked off the ground, or a tree whose shade will protect you unconditionally. This land of ours demands your sweat, it demands your labor, and it demands your sacrifice. We are entering an epoch full of opportunities, but full of peril too. Albion needs you to fight with every breath and work with every heartbeat. It will make demands of you, and you will obey them, because you are citizens of Albion. You will never defy its wishes, and you will never question its intent. You will give every ounce of strength, and you will offer your very life.
Do me a favour, and I'll be your bleeding mate, okay? I've got this thing that needs fetching. Can you do that for me?
Hi there. How can I help?
Do you do home deliveries?
Hello, your awesome supremeness.
You could teach
Come
most
again?
warriors a thing or two about mercy.
What do you do with all that
believe
gold?
it's you.
Can I have some?
well.
Right here.
Hi.
Hello, Your Majesty.
Are there any kids who are mercenaries?
Greetings, my lady. Well, what do you know? That put a smile on my face.
My queen?
No, dear.
It's strange having a monarch the people actually like. Doesn't happen very often, does it? Shame I can't afford to buy my own place. Still, I love to dance. Oh, smooth mover. Ooh, nice moves.
And
Thanks. Stand up straight. Yeah! It's the great ruler.
Good to see you, Your Majesty.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
How are you, Your Majesty?
If you cooperate, you won't get hurt. But if you give us any trouble, we'll kill you. Now, just so you know we mean business, I'd like one of you to give us trouble, so we can kill him as an example to the rest. Who's it gonna be then? Oh look, we have a volunteer. The Queen, no less. Have at her, fellas. Oh, I love it when they fight back. Nice. Sure wish me best were a bit more bullets.
It is no longer advantageous for any of us to frequent the hideout in Industrial.
Presently, I shall inaugurate a new centre of operations in Bowerstone Market. You've been provided with a key which will permit access. Please endeavour to prevent its transference to an unauthorised individual. While my accomplices spent or gambled most of their earnings, I saved every gold coin I could to fulfill my burning ambition of exploring Albion one day and becoming a great adventurer, such as the ones whose stories I'd read in twopenny pamphlets and third-hand storybooks. More than anything, I wanted to meet heroes, though I knew their heyday had long passed and that the aging ruler of the kingdom was the last. It was the death of this ruler when I was 15 years of age that marked the beginning of a series of tragedies that were to befall my family. First, my eldest brother, Jason, was killed in a duel with an irate farmer, who also happened to be the husband of Jason's last sexual conquest. The duel was fought using pitchforks, and my brother, who had never done an honest day's work in his life, made the fatal mistake of holding the farming tool the wrong way round. It was shortly after this incident that the second eldest, William, was arrested for trying to run a con game by the wrong person, a passing plainclothes townsguard. He was taken to Bowerstone and was never heard of again. Then, my third brother, Quentin, contrived to accumulate enough gambling debts to have a price put on his head. Quentin's death I remember most clearly of all, for I was unfortunate enough to witness it. When the assassins and bounty hunters came to collect his suddenly valuable head, I did what I could to protect him, but no matter how accurate the shots from my rifle, nothing could change the fact that I was shooting peas instead of bullets. I had not yet been able to afford a real weapon. It is no surprise that the next to go was my dear mother, grief-stricken by the loss of 3 of her children. She left my father a drunken widower, though drunk only when he could afford it, poverty having made his attempts to drown his sorrows all the harder. While I did what I could to help out in his shop, employing all my charm and wit to become a highly persuasive salesman, it was plain that there was never going to be much of a market for novelty toothbrushes in such a small village, and one which had made such a conscious effort to avoid any form of oral hygiene at that. Soon my father passed away too, far more sober than he would have liked.
I'll be your best friend if you just do a small favour for me.
Queen, hello.
It's you!
Yippee!
I really appreciate
Hello,
Your Majesty. Thanks.
it's on. Enjoy. Enjoy. Oh, you've bought a fine item.
Yippee!
Let me buy your unwanted items. Fair
How can I
price
be of
paid.
service?
Thank you for your custom. That's a fine item. Always happy to buy your unwanted items. Come back if you have anything else to sell. Oh, that's good, Your Highness. Very good.
Yes, ma.
I trust you're well, madam.
Ah,
For Queen
it's the
and
great
country.
ruler.
Nothing to report.
I didn't
Can I be of
begging,
service?
you know.
My queen?
My queen.
At your command.
You again. It does tend to obviate the entire objective of maintaining a secret hideout if your enemies can simply infiltrate whenever they've the inclination. Lads, perform the specific services for which I employ you. Expeditiously.
Huh?
Killer! Fast!
I love killing rich folk like you, lass. It's so rewarding.
I can't live one more day in this cell.
You're a hero now, but soon you'll be just another carcass rotting in the sun. Oi! You keep shooting that thing, someone's gonna get killed. What the arse in hell was that?
I believe I can state with relative confidence that your efforts are in vain. Even should it transpire that you vanquish my associates, this door is completely impenetrable. In addition to which, this cell contains a secret egress through which I may abscond whenever I desire. Meanwhile, my compatriots shall brutalize your person.
There you are!
You haven't lost your touch. I'm surprised his men were foolish enough to fight you.
Now, truth be told, my superlative intellect notwithstanding, it would appear this is not, in fact, the specific cell I so confidently referenced earlier. The one with the secret exit has 2 beds. All right, you have prevailed, Your Majesty. I concede. However, I entreat you to entertain a certain proposal.
You have nothing to offer, Ferret. It's over.
That pronouncement is objectively devoid of merit. I happen to have on my person a substantial quantity of currency. Let me go free, and the money is yours.
As far as I'm concerned, you can stay in there and rot. But that's for the Queen to decide.
You royal miscreant! This grievous malefaction shall be rewarded with equally grievous retribution.
The treasury is simply bursting with wholesome, nutritious gold. I sometimes spend hours staring at this glorious accomplishment. Our wealth surpasses all expectations. I must congratulate you, Your Majesty. But the kingdom demands your attention once more. The time has come to make a decision on Albion's drinking laws. Under Logan's rule, our citizens are restricted in the amount of alcohol they can purchase per day. As you can imagine, this has proved a rather unpopular measure. And yet many respected members of the community think the law does not go far enough. They would like alcohol consumption wholly abolished among the commoners. They feel, rather reasonably, that it leads to improper behavior and raucous public spectacles. These concerned nobles are willing to pay handsomely for the change in policy. Meanwhile, the commoners themselves would like the restrictions completely lifted, claiming they infringe upon their freedom and their rights. You cannot please everyone, Your Majesty, but you must make a decision. As you wish. Let the streets be filled with poor, drunken revelers. Perhaps it will take their minds off their impending doom. This will leave a noticeable gap in our budget, however. If you are feeling particularly generous, you may wish to make a personal donation to bridge that gap. Let us move on to other matters, Your Majesty. You have a busy day in the throne room ahead.